We're going to be focusing all on our shoulders today, so shoulders and upper body strength. Shoulders are something that we really need to work on our mobility for. It's the most mobile joint. It goes all of that way around in that rotation, up, down, side to side. However, all of the muscles behind it are doing such an amazing job at keeping that joint really, really stable because it's a very unstable joint. So that is why we want to work on this strength. The upper body, the upper back is obviously very much connected, as well as the chest as well. We want the chest to be open rather than pulling in when we slump, because as you can imagine, all of these muscles become tight. All of these muscles at the back become overstretched and essentially they get weak. When a muscle is stretched too much or is engaged too much, it becomes weak. So that's why we want everything to be working in balance, in harmony. Okay, we're going to start down on our bellies today. So come all the way down, just resting onto your belly, wherever you want the hands, resting onto one cheek. Just allow those feet to pigeon toe in. You could even pull one knee up to the side into that sleeping position. Settle in here, settle into your practice. It's going to feel a bit different with that belly expanding into the ground rather than up to the sky. So really notice how much the back and the sides of the ribs almost work as your stomach would when we're lying on our backs. Okay, final couple of breaths here. And then we're going to take our forehead straight down, take the arms away. Front of the feet straight down, heels facing up. We're going to have our arms in these cactus arms. And all we're going to do is lift up our arms so that our elbows go high, our forearms are still in line with our elbows, and we're drawing the shoulder blades together. And down, and up. Really squeeze on the way up. Keep going as slowly as you want to, waking up this upper back. Think about that pelvis if you need to, slightly tucking under so you reduce that extreme bend in that lower back. Especially if you're somebody with an anterior tilt, so that sticky out bum, that duck bum. Keep going. Maybe you can get the elbows and the forearms up a little bit higher as you start to warm up. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. This time hold it up high, draw the shoulder blades together. And then take both hands out to the back nice and straight. And then all the way back around to the front. And back. And front. And back. Trying to keep that height. Final time, front and back. This time we're going to come up into locust. So pull that chest up. Draw the hands back, thumbs face up. Using that strength from the lower back. Driving that pelvis into the ground, just gazing slightly forward. Lift up your legs as well if you want to. Keep driving those hands back, keeping the chest as high off the ground as you can. 3, 2, and 1. All the way down, really nice. Hands underneath the shoulders, push all the way up into kneeling. Okay, once you're in kneeling, we're going to have our arms out in front of us. We feel like we're holding a watermelon or something really, really tight. So that pulling in activates the whole of the biceps, activating the chest, working on these chest muscles. So drive that imaginary watermelon in. Thinking about the muscles behind these rotator cuffs really strengthening to keep us stable here. Once you've got that hold, take the arms up as high as you can take the arms up without that rib cage starting to stick out. That just means that that upper back and the shoulder mobility is a little bit tight, and it's starting to cause that movement from your upper back to try to get the shoulders higher. So just take the arms wherever you can, however high you can, without sticking that rib cage out. Keep imagining this watermelon is here. Keep taking the arms up and down, really nice. Keep going. If you need to have a bit of a shake out and then come back into it, absolutely do so. Okay, this time keep the arms up. Keep that watermelon there coming into tricep extensions, keeping the elbows hugging in and driving straight up to the ceiling. So the slower that you go, the more control you're going to have. Keep that rib cage in. And now, even though we're not holding anything, oh my gosh, I can feel that my arms are working so much just by imagining that I've got something there. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice, all the way down. Just give those a good old shake. Really good. Okay, coming into our all fours, coming into a thread the needle. Left arm high, and then take it through the gap of the right arm and the right leg. Hips are square. Maybe you crawl this right arm out in front. Planting the hand back down, all the way up through your all fours, other side, right arm high. And then bring it through that gap, just check the hips are square. And take that left arm wherever you want it. All the way back up into your all fours, coming into some shoulder protractions and retractions. So literally all we're going to be doing is taking our chest down, and your chest is moving down because your shoulder blades are pulling together. Your head doesn't move. It only moves because your body is coming down. And then you're going to push the mat away and separate the shoulder blades. And then down. So every time, imagine that you're trying to squash a pencil behind your back with those shoulder blades when you're drawing the shoulder blades together. Keep going. Try to keep the rest of that torso really nice and strong by using that breath. Okay, do one more of each. Okay, really nice. Take this right leg along behind you into a calf stretch, driving that heel all the way back. Keep pushing the mat away with those hands. Make sure the fingers are spread nice and widely. Feel that stretch all the way through the calf, activating the quads. Okay, and then turning into a side plank modified. So we're going to have our left foot facing the left side, right arm all the way up high. Now, whenever we're in a side plank, we want our shoulder and our wrist in line. This is the strongest place for our bones to be. So bone on bone, rather than backwards or forwards where our ligaments and our tendons are really going to have to work to keep that joint in place. Driving that right outer edge of the foot into the ground. Pushing the mat away with that right hand. Thinking about a nice open chest, drawing the shoulder blades together just like we've been practicing. And then coming into a twist, taking this right hand through the gap underneath the left side. And then all the way back up. and twist, and up, and twist, and up. Final time, twist, and up. Really nice. Taking that right leg up high, and then taking the right arm out long. And crunch. On your exhale, taking the knee and elbow towards one another. Extend. And crunch. Extend. Really nice. Final time, crunch. Come all the way round to the front. Coming all the way up into your high lunge with that knee down. Slightly tilt forward, take the left hand to the hip. And then we're going to take the right arm into these kind of swimmer's arms. So take the right hand towards your temple, palm facing down. And then take the hand to the side, turn the palm so the thumb is down, and then take the hand to the lower back. Out to the side, turn the palm so the thumb is up, back to the temple, and out, and turn, lower back, out, turn, and temple. One more time, all the way down, really nice, and all the way up, back into your all fours. Calf stretch, left leg out long, driving through that heel. Keep pushing the mat away so we've got slightly separated shoulder blades here. And then coming into our modified side plank, right foot out to the right, reaching that left hand high, working the outside of that left foot into the ground, making sure the shoulder and wrist of the right hand are on top of one another. Coming into that twist, taking the left hand between that gap, and up, and through, and up, and through, and up. Really nice. This time left leg off, right, left leg off, left arm long, and crunch, and extend, and crunch, and extend. Final time, crunch. Come round to the front of the mat, into your lunge, arms high. Tilt forward slightly, right hand to the hip, left hand to the temple. Take that left arm out long beside you, turn the thumb so it's down, and then take the hand to the lower back. Out to the side, turn so the thumb is up, and temple. And down, really nice. Okay, final time. All the way up, really good. Planting the hands down, stepping the legs back. This time coming into a full side plank if you can. So taking the legs out long into high plank, coming onto the outside edge of that left foot. Left arm is down, right hand high. Still that shoulder and wrist are in line, really good. Pushing the mat away, thinking that there's a fire underneath the left side, shoulder blades pulling together. Breathing here. Coming into some hip dips, dropping that hip down, and up, and down, and up. Really good. Down, and up. One more time. Down, and up. Come back to the front of the mat, into your high plank. See if you can do these protractions and retractions in your high plank. Come down to your knees if you need. Okay, one more of both, and then come to the outside edge of the right foot, left arm up high, and into your side plank. Hip dips, down and up. Keep going, keep really nice and controlled. Good job. Final time, come back into your high plank, straight back to your downward dog. Okay, downward dog. We're going to do some kind of press ups here in this downward dog. Sounds a bit fancy, doesn't it? So we're taking the elbows out to the side, taking the head down and back up. Coming down, make sure the index finger and the thumb is grounding. Keep going, you're going to feel your chest really start to work here. 2, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Good job. If you need to come down to child's pose, have a quick break or shake out the arms, absolutely do so. Because we're going to come all the way down into our dolphin. So take the forearms down, all the way from downward dog if you can. And then walk those feet in. Keeping the knees bent, tailbone high if needed. Drawing the forearms into the ground. Separating the shoulder blades, feeling that area behind the shoulders on the back working. Keep driving the chest and head as far away from the ground as possible. Breathing here. If you can, we're going to come into some dips here, so taking the head down and up and down and up. Keep pushing the mat away every time. Remember, child's pose or downward dog is there for you whenever you need. 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Come all the way down to child's pose. We'll all meet you there. Resting here. Really good job. Allowing those shoulders to separate. Really, really good job, everyone. You'll be pleased to know that we have done it. The rest is just relaxing and stretching, so well done. Okay, slowly coming all the way forward, completely coming down onto your belly again, crossing one arm over the other, reaching the arms out to the side, palms facing up. If you want to grab a block for your head to rest on here, absolutely do so. If not, allow that head to just hang, stretching through the shoulders. This should feel really great. Switching over to the other side. Crossing the other arm in front of the other one. And then hanging here again. Just be conscious that you're fully relaxing the rest of your body. I notice that I still hold on to my glutes here. Okay, completely release. Taking any other stretches you need, if not, staying on your belly, coming into your Shavasana. I'm going to take one of my knees up to the side and just have my hands facing straight down so that my shoulder blades can separate. Feel that breath expanding through the back and the sides of the ribs again. Really nice way to isolate this movement, especially if it's something that you find hard to latch onto. Okay, stay here if you can. If not, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, and come all the way back up into your seated position. Give your arms a nice big stretch. Give them a bit of a wiggle around. Okay. And whenever you're ready, start to blink the eyes open. So even in a shorter class, we really worked on the mobility, doing the arms up and down, so mobility of the upper back and the shoulders, our stability, making sure in our plank our wrists and our shoulders are in line, and then especially the strength. I'm sure you all felt that, so working the strength of our rotator cuff that runs down the back of our shoulders, keeping everything working, and remembering that our core has a lot to do with our shoulder strength, and then our wrists as well. So make sure that you're always breathing to your fullest. Really good job, everyone, and I hope that that helps you, especially if you're trying to get to your forearm balances, or you just want to make sure that you can work in the full range of motion to those shoulders. Have a great day.